Hi, my name is Tony, and in today's video, we're going to show you how to change out the bottom bracket from the Liberte. The Liberte uses a hollow ISIS style bottom bracket. For whatever reason, you may need to change that out to a square taper bottom bracket. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's fairly easy to do. Okay, so to begin, some of you have been wondering what that little star piece Allen tool that you got when you first got your Liberte. It's to remove this dust cap. If you've lost it, not a problem. It's just a standard 6mm Allen. And what you're gonna do is just stick that Allen inside the hole and then just loosen it and take it out. And you can set it aside for now. So after taking that dust cap out, we're going to take a 5mm Allen and loosen up that pinch bolt. Just like that. And once you've loosened the two pinch bolts, this crank arm will just slide right out, or it should just slide right out. Just like that. And one thing, if you haven't done it already, you can just go ahead and take your chain off of the chain ring and just rest it on the inside part of the bottom bracket, because that way it doesn't interfere with anything. If you've got a mallet, great. If you got your hand, that's not a problem. You can take this dust cap off, this guy right here. And then if you got a mallet or hand, just kind of tap this and it just pops right out. Just like that. And so now we've got both crank arms and the axle out. Okay, we've already moved the crank arms and the axle. Now we just have to remove the bearings of the bottom bracket. We're going to use a bottom bracket tool. This is for ISIS or 16 notch, so just make sure that you get the correct one. Also, you'll notice that, or you may notice that it may be hard to loosen up. And if that's the case, getting a tool with a nice wider edge could be helpful, give you a little bit more leverage. Also, you can use a little bit of penetrating oil. The last thing I want to mention is that the left side is normal threaded, so it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. The right side is reverse threaded, so you're going to turn it right to loosen and left to tighten. Okay, so we're just going to slip our tool on here, and we are going to loosen that up. Give it a couple of turns. And then we're just going to go on the opposite side and just do the same thing. And loosen that up. And then we're just going to finish unthreading these by hand. And if you haven't noticed already, they do come in two halves. So we've got one half out, and we've got the second half. The one half will just have a plastic sleeve. The other one will just be the cup side. So we've got our bottom bracket, and then just make sure that you do get the correct orientation, because it won't thread in the other way. And there are two sides to the bottom bracket. There's a larger, usually metal, and then a smaller, usually plastic side. The plastic side comes off. This is your adjusting cup, and this is called your fixed cup. And always, I've already pre-greased the threads, but always make sure you grease the threads when you're installing anything. And then just go by hand. And on the other side, always go by hand. Let's see, there we are. And then you can finish with the tool. And keep in mind, these cartridge style bottom brackets will use a different tool, a different bottom bracket tool. You'll see looks different. And the way these tools work is they actually fit inside the bottom bracket. Okay. You can see it's not too difficult. It's just a little bit time consuming. It's just unscrewing and screwing. one last bit of advice is make sure that you thread the right side first, and then you can finish tightening on the opposite side. And then just tighten it until it doesn't really move anymore, and that's it.